Hola muchachos, it's Audra here from Puerto Vallarta, and I wanted to tell you a quick story about why it might not be a good idea to get a $5 haircut. So I went for a walk Saturday morning, and there's volleyball players that set up down at the main beach, and they're really good, super fun to watch. I met a couple from America that I got to chatting with, and I asked the woman, because she'd been here for a year, where do you get your hair cut? And she's like, well, I did get it cut over here, but when I first got here, I went to this other gal who gave me a haircut. It was like $5. And I'm like, that's my kind of price. So I said, where the hell is that? And her husband went around and looked on the phone and showed me a map of exactly how to get to this $5 haircut place. So I went for a walk thinking it was only a few blocks away, and it was freaking far away. So I kept walking and walking and walking and walking, and then I'd ask someone, like, do you know where this street is? They go, it's further. I kept going and going and going. Every time I asked someone where the hell this place was, they would turn me in the other direction a couple blocks, and this way and that way, and I kept going this till I was finally, I ran into this Canadian dude who said, my friend cuts hair, do you want me to show you her spot? I go, sure. So he takes me to her hair salon, but it's a Canadian woman, and I'm like, I want a $5 haircut, not a $30 haircut or $70. So I'm like, no. And he had told me there's a place called Pepe's Tacos, which is right around there, and that it's a famous taco joint. So I'm like, you know what? I better go have lunch because I'm not finding this hair salon. So I have a few tacos and a beer, and then I'm like, okay, I'm gonna look for the salon again. And finally I find a little hair salon, and this woman's finishing up with an older man, and I asked her if she can cut my hair. She said, yeah, just have a seat. And so then she puts me in a chair and she starts combing my hair out, and slowly taking forever combing and chatting with me. She asked, do you want it like straight across or a little bit of layers? And I'm like, yeah, layers would be nice, whatever you think, I'm pretty open. And she keeps combing and combing and combing. Not a single cut. She just kept combing and chatting. And then at this point she goes, you're a very intelligent, interesting person. You're special. And I kind of almost start crying a little bit. I'm like, stop. Like, wow, thanks. Keeps combing, not a single cut. And she turns the chair around, so I'm facing her, tells me to put my head down. She flips all my hair, gathers it into a crude ponytail, and starts hacking the shit out of my hair. And I'm like watching it as she's cutting these huge pieces of my hair, and it's all falling down. And I start going like, what the hell? What are you doing? What are you doing? What are you doing? And before you know it, the whole thing was cut off and flipped my hair back. And I'm like, what the fuck have you done? So I went from having one length hair to I have this weird multi-chopped fake layered haircut. It was and I looked up that technique on YouTube. It's of course a self cut your hair YouTube layering hack. And if you look it up, you will see that you can flip your hair over, put it in a ponytail and cut it, and it sort of layers your hair. She didn't do a single other cut. It was just that one hack. And then she goes, I hope you like it. I'd feel so bad if you don't. And I'm like, yeah, okay, whatever. I gave her the money and left. And I was like, oh my God, what the fuck just happened to my hair? So, do you really think $5 haircuts are a good idea? Because maybe not. maybe go for a $3 or a $4.